Hi Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my channel. I'm Shandra Lynn, and this is going to be your June general channeled energy reading. Please remember that it is general, so take it how it resonates with you in your life and your situations and your experiences, and discard the rest. And I'm actually just getting my cards laid out right now because it's still pretty nice this morning, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get outside. Well, I can, you know, before my area turns to a nice broil. Okay. Got the lotus flower with unfoldment. Okay. With meadow vulnerability. What I'm picking up from you right now is kind of coming, like seeing things, seeing more things, and it's almost like a realization that there is no safe way for an exit. And then you got the fall equinox with release, and the new moon and promise. Okay, so I get like there's a fear in a sense. It's like attention, a lot of attention is coming your way, and there's fear in it because you've been working on something, but it's been something that you've had to do like really quietly and alone, like, and plenty of planning and resourcefulness is what I'm getting. But it's what I'm saying is like you can't see why you have the attention. You're doing almost everything in your power to make sure you're not drawing any attention to yourself. But like a butterfly doesn't know what it looks like, right? It doesn't know it has those amazing, beautiful wings. And that's kind of in the state that you are. You, whatever information or whatever that happened in your life that caused you to start doing this planning, resourcefulness, in a sense, exit strategy for whatever this is, it is actually the reason why there is that attention. There we go. Because it kind of just, you're starting to unfold, being able to put everything together. Okay, I'm really picking up like just what you've been wanting in a sense is like some kind of, it's like safety. So either a safe place, security in a job, security in a relationship, stability, commitment. That seems to be what you truly desire with the new moon, and then the totem pole here from the higher true self. And along with lotus flower, and what came out with it was the woodpecker for opportunity, but also the dream catcher for choices. Okay, so what I have to say to that was this planning, this preparation, it was all for, there was like, in a sense, I want to say magic behind it. because it was the intention behind every little plan, every little thought process, every little like broadened perspective to get a better foothold on whatever it is that you were planning and being resourcefulness with. Okay. And with that presented almost like just kind of like an energetic opportunity, kind of like what book are you going to read this week, you know, and you got a variety of different ones to choose from, and you just kind of naturally go to what it is that you want, and that is where you have these choices. Okay. Now, the great thing is that with that new moon, that promise in the totem pole, that is also that is what is being worked on. It was what your focus was on. It's what the universe has turned its focus on, because the universe takes your lead in a sense, right? But this vulnerability that you are feeling right now, this fearness, this kind of anxious, upset, maybe upset stomach, just kind of like a kind of trying to catch your breath and just going feeling. It's like working out the kinks in what you are creating. It's a new start to the same cycle, but you kind of flip the cycle. So you think when you're changing things up and you're choosing something better for yourself, then you're kind of taking a cycle, and the cycle will still have to exist, but you choose where that cycle exists. This is just that uncomfortableness of changing the cycles, okay? But there is a harvest coming in for you. What I'm being told, it's like you thought like whatever you feel like you are working with, there's more coming in. So if you're feeling like, oh, if I had more of this, look at it as you do have it. It is yours, but you have to look at it in the now. You can't look at it in the future. If you look at it as being in the future, it's going to continue to stay in the future. So what you want to do is pull it into the now, and it's just, in a sense, you have to look like, I want chocolate cake. There's no chocolate cake around you, but you can make a chocolate cake. So that's how you call it in. I want chocolate cake. I have chocolate cake in the now. And it's, you take kind of, in a sense, you follow a recipe, you take steps, which in a sense is kind of like every step has to be accurate in order for the cake to bake properly. So this is just that you've been going through a transition time of waiting for more of it to come in. So look at it as it's coming out of the oven any second. Like it's here for you. And be open to many different things, because I'm feeling that woodpecker coming with this harvest card and saying like there's going to be more opportunities make an appearance with this card. But then the dream catcher would like for you to know that in the middle of this new cycle, there is going to be plenty of opportunities in plenty of different ways, with plenty of different energies that will try to sidetrack you and keep as much of the old cycle as possible. Because when you look at the bigger picture and you think about how many are involved in this cycle with you, and you're the only one that's changing it, therefore most of the old cycle wants to continue to stay in the old cycle, and you leaving to basically create a new one or fall into a new one that resonates with you makes it uncomfortable for those other energies. So take what I'm hearing is you've got some leeway, but also you will hear it clearly. All right, this is talking about divine messages, receiving divine messages. I know I have been receiving feathers a lot lately. So it's almost like something will, out of the blue, will grab your attention and kind of just give you an aha, okay? Then you've got right underneath the harvest card, you've got the deer with gentleness, unconditional love. It's also like really, really quiet. So what I want to say with this Meadow card and what this card is saying is that yes, there is a lot of attention on you, but not for what you are focused on. I'm being told that this energy, it's not even in their realm of possibilities for you to be doing what you're doing in a sense. There might be, it's almost like it can see it, but it sees it completely differently. It's got a very down in the mud kind of perspective, so it can't get a clear picture. All right, so when this harvest starts coming in and these opportunities start coming in and you're receiving messages and you're feeling it and you're just like, oh, but I don't, like, this might, like, drop everything and just think like this is actually a very good step for you. Okay, you are in the middle, you are fixing to release a lot of that doubt and a lot of that fear, and you're fixing to step into, in a sense, like you're releasing all the fear and the doubt, and then turning around and basically throwing in this harvest, however it is. Okay, now with this gentleman here, what I'm being told, especially with that new moon promise and that family, that totem pole energy, this is saying that as the harvest is coming in, there's already more seeds that have been planted. So it's not barren, and to really, with all the changes that are coming, like, envision what more you are going to be pulling in. Make sure it's like, in a sense, like, don't forget about the garden, because you do have new crops going. It's continued blessings, it's continued abundance. It's keep your focus on that. But in a sense, what I want to say is that you do have all this attention. Okay, you have this attention. But it's attention about the way you shine. It's whatever this is, it's deeply connected with like a internal growth, personal growth, a new step up in maturity, in a sense. Your energy has changed, but in a beautiful way. And so I want you, it's almost like where you are putting your focus, they can't access, they can't understand that language, they cannot read the writing, they can't tune in to that station. They got an old Nokia phone and they don't have YouTube. What I'm really hearing now is this energy is always claimed to be able to do pretty much the exact same thing that you do, but in truth they have no access. It has no access to it. It was you where they were getting that feed from. They were accessing it through you. You were the vessel in which they were able to gain this knowledge and awareness. And as soon as it, churns away, they don't have access to it anymore. And that is kind of also what I'm being told, is that if you can look at it like that and you can think like, I'm going to turn this towards me and keep it like because obviously if they had it, they would have it too, right? And you just kind of like keep a poker face and you just kind of allow the release to happen naturally. It's, in a sense, like in the middle of fall when when the leaves are coming off the trees and you walk into the middle of the forest, okay? And you know what is going to happen. You don't have to do anything. And it's like all of a sudden the wind comes and the leaves start falling, and you're part of that process because you're present for it and you're aware of it. That is kind of in a sense what you're doing. It's being more calm and more centered. But you have this release coming. You're going to have opportunities that will automatically be able to step in when that release takes place. So when things seem to be falling apart, look at it as a deterioration to make room for the new. And just accept and listen to what you're guided to do, and to remember that what you are focused on is in a place of complete love. So go ahead and forge forward, and to kind of reflect back on your path, and making sure you're tending to the new things that are coming to your awareness, because that is going to help bring in this new moon, this promise, and this tribe, totem pole, family, belonging energy. It's going to help anchor it in for you. It's going to be like a beacon. All right, and Scorpio, that is it. We're going to continue this over on Vimeo, so that link is below if you're going to follow, and my email address is below if you feel guided to reach out, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. I hope this reading helps you kind of forge forward in June, like you own it, and I will see you soon. Love ya.